guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to another video by your girl. And if you're just passing by, hopefully you like what you see, and if you like what you see, you subscribe. So in today's video, I'll be doing another relationship 101 video. I'll be doing a Q&A, basically literally about everything besides my relationship. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Y'all know the vibes. It's that 6am station, and on this channel we support Liverpool LFC. Get with the winning team. Hope. Right, let me just jump straight into it. And yeah, the first question is, can love be faked or forced? No, it can't. Why are you faking loving someone when you could love someone you want to be with and you want a future with, instead of stringing along another person? I don't think it can be forced or faked because it is a genuine feeling. It is what you're feeling. It is expressing what you feel for the next person. So I don't think you can fake it, but some people tend to force it, and that's why certain relationships don't work, because sometimes you can love someone but you can love them from a distance and you can outgrow loving them. I don't know if that makes sense. So sometimes people force this thing of, we love each other, we need to fight for it, but sometimes if things are not working, they're just not working. The next one is, does love distract you from achieving your goals? Personally, somebody said I shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm gonna say it because I just need to be open and honest. You do know when you get into a relationship, right? You have your own personal goals and the other person has their own personal goals. Then you have goals as a couple. So how do you achieve your personal goals, and how does he or she or they or them achieve their personal goals, and then how does the relationship goals work? So that's why before you get into a relationship, thought something's wrong with my hair. Before you get into a relationship, you need to talk about what are your goals, what goals would you like to achieve together, because I feel like it's vital, because you have to have a short-term goal, a medium-term goal, and a long-term goal. What's your 5-year plan? What's your 10-year plan? What's tomorrow's plan in the next few months? You need to know as an individual and as a couple. So, but what I've also noticed is that, let's say I'm helping Steve achieve his goals, I always forget about mine. Then I keep putting it on the back burner that I'll do it, then I don't do it. Then sometimes when I break up with Steve, well, not sometimes, when I break up with Steve, then I achieve my goal. It's like, was the relationship holding me back? What was actually holding me back? We need to unpack such things. That, does a relationship actually hold you back? I think I want to do a video on that because I have a lot to say about that. I literally have a lot to say about that. And just yesterday, I was talking to someone that I feel like sometimes a relationship can hold you back, but is it the relationship? Is it the person? Or is it you putting your own goals at a back burner to make another person's goals come to life, come to reality? So it's a bit tricky, but yeah, Next one is, love marriage or an arranged marriage? We don't live in the 1800s now. Arranged marriages, I feel like, do not work, but for our generation, they do not work. Our generation needs love marriage. You need to go out there, find the right partner for yourself, the right person for yourself, the right man, the right woman, the right anything you want for yourself, instead of depending on your parents or your friends setting up not necessarily marriages. Sometimes they set up dates that could lead to a marriage, I feel like you need to do that on your own because you know what you want personally. And as much as you can tell the next person, but you know what you want, you know what you need, and you know what you don't want, you know what you don't need, basically. So it's perfect for you to go out there and do it yourself. Find love yourself. So a love marriage. And it would work best if it's a love marriage because you build, as you go and you build, the love keeps growing, you keep sharing new memories, you keep sharing experiences, everything, literally the love just keeps on growing. But if it's arranged, you learn to love someone, which is not organic. I don't think it's organic to learn to love someone. It just should automatically happen. Love, I feel like it's an emotion that just comes. If I feel like I love Liverpool, I love Liverpool. I shouldn't learn how to love Liverpool because of the players that are playing or how the coaches or the techniques they use. I should love it because that's the team I gravitated towards, I hope that example makes sense. So I would prefer a love marriage because it is so nice finding your own partner, finding somebody you love, finding somebody who cherishes you, the small things, instead where it's arranged, where you learn within the marriage and now it doesn't work out. Now what? Not. What we're not gonna do is day. Next one is, what do you do when you feel hurt by your partner? It depends on what they did. It honestly depends on what they did, but I am a firm believer of communication. Lack of communication. TikTok is stuck in my head. Communication. If you feel hurt by your partner's words, what they did, yada yada yada, sit down and talk. There's nothing else to do. Sit down and talk. Because if, let's say, they cheat you and you cheat back, how does it solve the problem? How does it solve everything that is happening? It doesn't. You cheated, he cheated, why are you guys together? But you can't keep always running away from your relationship, Because I heard someone saying, if a man cheats or you cheat, are you always gonna go to someone else? Are you always gonna start over? It doesn't sound realistic, but would you always start over? It's not as easy. It's easier said than done, So if you're hurt by your partner, talk. If, let's say, communicate. When I say communicate, it means if you are hurt, just say, I need space, I'll talk to you when I've cleared my head. Walking away and not saying anything is just like, it's a cliffhanger. Now what? Are we done? Are we not done? What's going on? Now I'm jumping into unnecessary conclusions. Like things that I shouldn't even be worrying about, when you could have just said, I need some space, talk to you when I'm fine. Or just give me some room to breathe. It's basically space. Let me breathe, Yeah. The next one is, what is your love language? What is my love language? As I grow older, wiser, healthier, wealthier, my love language is top one. My first one is quality time. We need to spend quality time together. I don't care what we do. We can come and we can nap as long as we're together. We spend time together. We're watching a movie. We on our phones. Whatever we're doing, as long as we are doing it together, as on daily. That's my top one. My second one is what's this? Physical touch. Physical touch. I was never a fan of physical touch. Actually, I'm lying. I'm not a fan of physical touch when it comes to family and friends, but when it comes to my partner, that's where I want to live in your skin. I literally want to live in your skin if we dating. Other than that, no, no thanks. And then my third one is words of affirmation. Literally, I need reassurance. I don't need reassurance every day, any other day. Yeah, just reassurance. And the person that I'm with, we literally have the same love languages, so it makes things easier. Yana, it makes life very good, fantastic, wonderful, excellent. Next one is, what is the one thing you should never share with your friends and family about your relationship? Everything. Intimacy, and every other thing. What is going on in your relationship has nothing to do with everyone else, whether it be your friends or your family. Yes, you can ask advice on certain situations, but you need to have boundaries on what is private, what is public, and what I can share and what can I not share. Intimacy is off limits. There is no reason why your family or your friends know how your partner is doing it, what's going on there, what the fuck is happening, literally. In other aspects, let's say I fight with Steve about Steve is messy and my OCD catches up. That is something you can talk about with your friends and family. Other than that, But if you know me as Dipsogwang, I don't talk about my relationship. Nobody knows what's happening except who? The people that are in the relationship. Why? It's their relationship, right? Yeah, because I genuinely am a very private person. Whether it's with my friends or family, very private when it comes to my partner, because I could forgive my partner, they won't. I could forget, they won't. I could be lenient, they won't. Exactly. Next one is, do you believe in taking a break from the relationship? No. Why are we taking a break? Why do we need space? Why when you're communicating about it? Why are we not communicating about it? What's actually going on? I feel like when people suggest a break, they either met someone else, they want that person, and they just don't know how to tell you, or it gives leeway to cheating. Because when you guys are broken up, I am free. I'm a free agent. I could do whatever I want. Now, when we get back together and I tell you, I remember during our break, I slept with so and so, it's gonna hurt me. It's gonna affect me. But I have to take it as we were broken up, which actually does not make sense for me. Because why? If you need a break, go sit outside. If you need a break, go chill outside. Go to your family members for a week or weekend. Go to your friends for a week or weekend. While you're there by your friends or family, remember, do not disclose what is happening between us unless you see fit. Remember, your family, your friends are not going to forgive the person. They're not going to forget. They're not going to be good at hiding it. Exactly when I'm thus. Next one is, what do you consider as cheating in a relationship? Liking people's pictures on Instagram is not cheating, unless it's the ex or somebody that you smashed with. her. What do I consider cheating? When you physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally go connect with somebody else. That person not being me. That's cheating. Emotionally, when you connect with the person. Spiritually, when you connect with the person. Mentally, when you connect with the person. Physically, when you connect with the person. And that person not being me, that's you cheating. That's it. Liking people's pictures on Instagram, watching their videos, watching this, doing that, thing. No. For me, personally, it's not cheating. When you actively do the 4 stages of life, that's when you are cheating. That's when I consider it as what? Cheating. The cheater, they cheat now. And what does a cheater do? Never. Oh, it's a leopard. Never. A leopard never changes. But cut. Next one is describe the best date you've ever had. Well, the best date I've ever had was when I got picked up, taken out for lunch, and that date was the best date because it was so organic. It literally just flowed. I got picked up, given flowers, got flowers. Then we went out for lunch, opened the car door for me to get in and get out, pulled my chair. I said, oh, gentleman right there. That was the best date. Other than that, other dates I've had, the worst date I've ever had was a nigga bringing lean to the date. I'll never forget that. Never, ever, ever in a million years forget that. And I probably one day will tell the story about that. Not as a story time though, because y'all know I ain't good at story times. But I'll probably tell y'all in a Q&A or something about that date. Cause yay, well, is got top. Next one is, what is your sex drive from a scale of 1 to 10? I cannot answer this without a lawyer. Next one is, what are your pet peeves? Inconsistency, lack of communication, inconsistency, lack of communication, dishonesty, and cheating. Next one is, what's the first thing you get attracted to when you see a man? When you're looking at a man, what do you get attracted to? Physical appearance, I look at your height. That is the most sexiest thing a man can give me. Height, dark, petite. Yeah. If you have hair, facial hair, if you have hair, good sense of style, knowing how to dress, and if you smell good, and if your teeth are, you have my heart, and that is dangerous. No. That's all I can say. When I look at a man, first thing I have to clock is height, and the rest. Yeah. But I've dated the opposite, in terms of, instead of petite, the man would be buff. I actually date a lot of people who gym actually, and I don't gym no more. Anyway, next one is, describe the moment you fell in love. With who, with what? It was all butterflies, rainbows, and flowers. Literally. Next one is, do you want kids? Nah, fuck them kids. Nah, fuck them kids. Next one is, how much honesty do you need in a relationship? All of it. Be blunt with me. Be straightforward. Be cutthroat with me. In as much as it will hurt me, it's better to tell me the truth than for me not to know the truth. Because if you're hiding something, I will feel like you're lying, you're cheating, you're disloyal, dishonest, yada yada yada. Yeah. Next one is, have you ever cheated in a relationship? No, I have not, and I never will. I'm not that type of girl. Next one is, what do you want out of a relationship? That's a tough one. What do I want out of a relationship? I want a better half. I want somebody who completes me, because I'm not saying I'm incomplete. I want somebody who's a missing puzzle to my life. I want a partner. I want a companion. I want somebody who's gonna be there for me through all of it, through the good, the bad, the sticky, the slimy, through all of it. And I want somebody who looks at me and is proud to have me. I want somebody who accepts me for all of my flaws, for everything I'm good at also. I want somebody who motivates me. I want somebody who just is like a source of happiness, not my main source of happiness, but a part of my happiness. I want somebody, when I walk through the room, they smile. I bring light to them, and the same vice versa, I just want somebody who's just gonna stick with me no matter what. We ride together, we die together. Some Bonnie and Clyde type of shit. Literally. That's what I want out of a relationship. Did you think I was going to say marriage? Baby, we don't want the same things in life, and marriage is not an achievement. Come for me. Next one is, how long did your last... No, I'm lying. How did your last relationship end? Third parties were involved on his side. That's how it ended. I could say me and him had the perfect relationship, but third parties from his end were affecting the relationship. But I could say from also my end, because the person that affected the relationship was a friend of mine and a cousin of his. So it was tricky. Let me actually tell you the story. Maybe she was my friend and I wasn't her friend. Let's just get that out the way. So he is cousins with her. Let me give them names. I'm Dipalesa. So Liverpool was my friend, which is Man United's cousin. Yeah, I'm gonna use soccer terms because I'm wearing a soccer jersey. What do you fucking mean? Is Man United's cousin. So Liverpool and I have been friends since 2014. So 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 8 years. We were friends for 8 years. Maybe I was her friend for 8 years. She was somebody who knew me for 8 years. Right. When I started dating Man United, everything was good. Everything was perfect. Literally perfect. And then I would post Man United, but not as in his face or anything. The little things like, I'm so happy, yada yada yada. And then Liverpool was like, are you dating Man United? I'm like, yeah. Do you know we cousins? I'm like, yeah. Man United told me. And Liverpool was like, I bet. A few months later, Liverpool was like to me, would you like it if I told you your man's doing some shady shit? You wouldn't get upset, or would you tell him or whatever? I'm like, nah, why would I tell him? If he's doing some shady shit, that's on his own. That's his business. What you do outside of the relationship got nothing to do with me. Fine. She sends me screenshots of her Liverpool sends me screenshots of her and her friend. Well, I didn't know at that time. Her and her friend having a conversation, acting as if Man United was dating Liverpool's friend. And then that's how we ended, because everyone was just like not happy. Everyone around us was not happy that we were together. But I was willing to, what's the word? Block out all the noises, but he wasn't. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna be okay," yada yada yada. So we just decided, hamba ha, hamba eh, right? Only to find out it was a setup. Liverpool and her friend were in cahoots together, because apparently Liverpool was like, "Shorty too happy, let's rock her relationship." When I look at it now, I'm like, Man United probably was in cahoots with all of them. They all knew. And that's the story of my life, ladies and gentlemen. Literally. I did a story time about this, but I deleted it because I don't know how to tell stories. Shit, nigga. Next one is, what is the longest relationship how long was the longest relationship you've ever been in? 4 years of my entire existence on planet Earth. Last question is, are you happy? Generally, or relationshipically, or friendshipically, or famically. But family wise, very happy. Myself as an individual, very happy. Friendship wise, George, excellent. Relationship wise, can't complain. That's it. Mentally, I'm good. Physically, I'm good. Emotionally, I'm good. What's the other one? Spiritually, I'm good. Thank you for asking. But that brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.